Hello, SebGo here, and welcome to another Lines of Battle video. In this video, I'm going to do something different. I'm not going to show you one of my battles. In this case, I'm going to show you one battle of Echo. If you don't know who Echo is, he's one of the best players of the game, maybe the best. And if I'm correct, he recently purposely lost a lot of elo points so he can win them again. So I don't know why Echo is doing this, maybe it's a personal challenge. If you actually know why Echo is doing this, please write on the comment section. And with that said, let's start the battle. This is one of those battles Echo started playing after purposely losing the yellow points he wanted to lose. As we can see, 4 of the 6 guard units are concentrated on the group in the left side. We can see that most of the heavy cavalry is also to the right flank of red, as the heavy infantry is. In total, black has 20 infantry units, 4 of them being the light infantry and the rest being the line infantry. The cavalry in this side consists more of hussars, the light cavalry. We can see 4 artillery units, 3 of them corresponding to the 6-pound foot artillery and 1 of them corresponding to the 4-pound foot artillery. We can see that red uses a wider formation while black uses a compact formation. Because of the concentration of the forces, it's more likely that black is going to go for the star and start to hold over there. Maybe red will cross the frozen lake and get to those trees, use those trees to defend, and use their powerful artillery to shoot at the enemy. As red, we can see that they have a powerful unit on the left side of the map. This unit, consisting almost of elite troops, could potentially go down here and do a lot of pressure to the opposing troops. Because of the starting position of black, we can say that black is actually not going to fight in the right side of the map. It's trying to concentrate all in the left side. That means that red actually needs to start moving troops from the other side into the left side. Okay, so let's stop here. We can see that red rushed for the trees that are on the lake, making that kind of a strong point for red. It's going to be difficult for black in this moment to take those trees. Another thing we can see is that the elite cavalry units, the heavy cavalry units, are now on the right flank of black. Remember, they were right here in the starting position. This presence here of the horses actually brings some pressure to the opponent. The horses of black now can't push on this side as easy as it was supposed in the start. You can see that the infantry of red in the left side of the map is actually advancing a little bit on this side. And also the artillery is kind of good positioned right now, getting close to the battle and bringing some damage down there. In the case of black, we can see that black is maintaining its compact formation and it's kind of moving like a big line all together. The artillery is always up front, so when it needs to fire it's always ready, and we can see a kind of a concentration of this artillery to the left flank of black. So that kind of means that black is trying to concentrate their fire over this side. In this case, the firepower to the left flank of black can be a really good thing for black. That's because of the enemy infantry that's located over here. And here we can see one of the things red needs to be careful with: the amplitude of the battle. The other 2 infantry groups that red has are pretty far to the right of the battle, so in order to use them, red needs to get them closer. This is going to take time, and the thing that can be damaging for red in this moment is the distance they have to the first group of infantry that is to the left side of the battle. That's kind of a big gap. Red doesn't have a lot of units, for example here in the frozen lake, and also the lake that's right next to it is going to mess with the movements of the units to go to the left side. So in this precise moment, I really think that red shouldn't advance the left units on its flank there. Red needs to wait, organize its troops, and then prepare a really good push. And you might be thinking, why not just attack? I have the guard units on that side if I'm red, no? Well, that's because of the amount of units the red has over here. There are only 6 units, and we have a lot of units of black in here, in this left flank. So if red somehow tries to get there, well, just by sheer amount of units, they are probably going to lose. And let's not forget the artillery. The artillery is constantly going to fire over those units if they try to get close. So yeah, that's why red needs a time, needs to bring his other units close and use this forest that he has captured to its favor. So he has time to move all the troops up to the front. Eku advanced its troops on the left side of the map, and I think that's the big mistake Eku makes here. Even though black lost their artillery piece, the units of Eku, the infantry units, are losing the morale really fast. The amount of units that black has here are enough for him to hold the charge that red is proposing on this flank. So here, with each orange line, we can approximately see which unit can fight with the other one. With the circle, we can also see a numerical superiority there in that battle. If somehow black wants to fight that unit with the 3 units there, he could use only two, and the other one use it for another battle. So we can see here on the left further flank, further left, this light infantry unit, and that's a pretty good position of that unit that black has done here, because that unit is going to do a lot of ranged damage to the units that are down here, and also because it's alone can charge to the enemy. The artillery also is going to do a lot of damage. Remember, there's the artillery here and there's the artillery there, and they are shooting constantly up here. So that's a big point in favor to black in this position. Now, these troops that Eku has here are pretty far away. Remember the amplitude, and they aren't fighting yet. They need more time. This lake here is not going to help them to get closer to the battle. It's like a barrier that it's making them more apart than they should be. So it's going to be difficult for red to actually do something right now, because their units are really doing bad. In this moment, red needs to retreat. It's the only thing I see that red can actually do in this precise moment. On the other flank, let's take a little bit of attention to the red artillery. Red positions the artillery here so he can shoot into the enemy lines that are fighting on the left flank, and also some down here. We can see that red is positioning their cavalry on the other side in line for a possible future charge. Even though the black cavalry is kind of out of the screen, they are also waiting for a possible charge in that side, and they are also giving some kind of pressure against each cavalry group. In this moment, because of the amplitude of the battle, one thing I consider black could do is to actually move the units more to the left and start avoiding conflict on the right flank. And that's because of the same reason we're seeing on the left flank. The right flank of black in this case is the one that's underpopulated compared to the left side. So red can actually get down here if black keeps their units there, or even if black tries to push up, red can get down there and kill these units that are inferior in numbers to the ones that red has up there. So by pulling these units back, this gives black some time until black finishes the work on the left flank. And when the work is done on the left flank, then black can continue the push to the right flank with the units that won on the left side. Also, by bringing these units close to the left side, if somehow red manages to pull the units into the left side for the battle, black can move the units here up there and help the units almost at the same time that red moves their units there. So at this moment I must say that this is an impressive battle done by 000. He's dominating right now and, well, just well done. The retreat that the units made on this flank, well executed. The enemy is just getting in contact right now, and the battle on the left side, it's almost over for red. These 3 units are mowing down all the enemies that are still alive there. So I think Echo here was kind of in despair by seeing his units losing on the left side. So he ordered his cavalry units to go for a charge and help the other units, but only for them to encounter the infantry units to hold them, and now the horses are dying. So for black it's actually kind of good to have these 3 infantry units far away from the battle. Again, the amplitude. They are holding the horses, yes, but the battle is not being decided by them. So yeah, pretty bad looking for Eku right now. The units are dying and the left side is going to crumble. So yeah, that was the battle. Pretty good battle for 000. Amazing battle, I must say. In the end, well, Eku just surrendered here. Well, there's nothing more he can do. Don't let them regain their morale and re-enter the battle. Now that red has lost almost all its horses, it's going to be difficult for red to control that, as we talked about. And this group here is then going to go down here and end the work on the right flank. And also push up here, kill the artillery and the skirmishers that are down there without protection. So yeah, pretty bad for red in this moment. Battle is lost, and well, good battle of black. Really good battle. So that's all, thanks for watching and see you next time.